Good day, everyone, and welcome to another exciting vocabulary lesson. This is week 18, and our words this week are ramble, feckless, conveyance, elude, malevolent, and denizen. So let's jump right into word number 1. Our first word this week is ramble. Now this is a verb, so it is something that you do or an action that you take, and it means to wander around in a leisurely or aimless manner. So, when you ramble, you have no specific purpose when you walk or where you walk. You're just out for a little stroll. You're having fun. You're exploring. Just like in this image here, you might ramble down this path in the woods just to see what you can see what birds or animals you can find and discover. Synonyms might be wander around, hike, excursion, roaming, stroll, tour, or trip. Ramble. The next word is feckless, and this is an adjective, so you would describe someone or something as feckless, and it is ineffective, incompetent, or futile, having no sense of responsibility, indifferent, or lazy. So feckless is a rather negative word. If you're describing something as feckless, you are calling it pointless, or silly, or stupid. It is not very smart. It might be lazy. So you might describe an animal as feckless. You might describe a human being as feckless, but if you do, be careful, because that's a very negative thing to say about someone. As you can see in this image here, this person is about to touch an electric fence. This would be a very feckless person, a person who is not very responsible, a person who is not very intelligent, because they are about to get a horrible shock. Synonyms for the word feckless would be aimless, careless, futile, good for nothing, hopeless, incompetent, and worthless. The next word this week is conveyance. Conveyance. This is a noun, so it is something that happens to you or something you do. So it's an act of giving something to someone else. It can be an object, it can be a communication, an idea, or a message. So here's an example. If I wanted to talk to another fellow teacher of mine, I would convey a message to them. Or we might have a conveyance or a conversation. If I gave you a piece of paper, I conveyed that piece of paper to you, or I exchanged it with you. Think about this image over here. All of these people are talking, sharing ideas. They are engaging in a conveyance. We do this often with all the social media that we partake in nowadays. Think about YouTube. Everyone's giving and contributing a conversation through video. Same thing with Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. We're all conveying messages. Synonyms might be communicate, give, move, transfer, transport, or transmit. Conveyance. The next word is elude. Elude. And this is a verb, so this is a strong action, and it means to avoid or escape by speed, cleverness, trickery, or to evade. If you look at this image here, the player in white has evaded the player wearing black because he has gotten by him. He has escaped him. He was not tackled on this play, so he eluded capture. Another synonym for elude might be baffle, dodge, evade, flee, outrun, outwit, and thwart. So to get away from something is to elude. The next word is malevolent. Malevolent. Now this is an adjective, so similar to the word we learned previously, it has a negative meaning. So if you're describing something as malevolent, just be careful because it has a negative meaning to it. So if you're describing something as malevolent, it means wishing evil or harm to another or others, showing ill will, ill-disposed, or malicious. So many of you will recognize this image of a famous comic book villain named the Joker. And he is very malevolent because, just as these synonyms say, he's very malicious, he's murderous, he's vicious, he's wicked, he's very mean, evil, and bad-natured. Everything about him, even the way he looks, is very mean or evil. He's always out to trick, he's always out to destroy. Malevolent. The next word this week is denizen. Denizen. Now this is a noun and it describes a person. It's an inhabitant or a resident. A person who regularly frequents a place or habitat. So it's kind of like saying someone is native to a place or someone is an occupant of that place. So if you look at this picture here, this is a very quiet street. It looks like it's a family neighborhood, and someone who lives here, maybe in this house here, would be a denizen of this street. They would be an inhabitant of the street. If you're not from here, you would not be a denizen. You would be an immigrant or an outsider. So a denizen, a synonym might be dweller, inhabitant, occupant, citizen, or native. So thanks so much for joining us this week. Here's a summary of our 6 words this week: ramble, feckless, conveyance, elude, malevolent, and denizen. Thanks so much for joining us. Can't wait to see you next time. Bye.